Alright guys, so Matcha Cookie. I know a lot of you guys wanted me to try out a team inside of the Red Velvet Dragon because during my actual review video, we didn't really get to fully try out the potential of Matcha Cookie, and it was later found out that it really isn't a bug, and it just happens to be that Royal Margarine is just that good inside of the Red Velvet Dragon, and you actually need him in order to do the damage that Prune Juice is able to do. However, Matcha Cookie, from testing, is not completely trash or isn't really bad at all, and is going to be actually really good for some of the newer players who are hopping into the game, or some of the returning players who are hopping into the game and can't really make the magic candy for Black Raisin. Because right now, the team right now that you can use with Matcha Cookie, it's going to be something like this, where 0 magic candy is going to be required, while the meta team right now is going to be with Black Raisin, where Black Raisin's magic candy does need to be at level 30 to maximize the damage. However, if you're starting off and you're returning and you still want to make a pretty decent, Red Velvet Dragon team, but don't have the resource to actually build Black Raisin's magic candy because you're building Captain Caviar, you're building Financiers right now, and you don't have the strength crystal, then you can use Matcha in place of Black Raisin and still do some decent amount of damage. So the damage that I have actually gotten with Matcha is about 1 billion, which is not bad at all. Of course, the meta team does a bit more. I have gotten something like with Black Raisin right now with the Rockstar build, it's about 1.4, close to 1.5 billion. I've seen 1.7s, 1.8s, of course, with the toppings better than what mine is right now. But with Matcha, it's 1 billion. That is definitely not bad at all. So just wanted to kind of share the team with you guys, and I'll put the specific substats and things like that on the screen. But let's go over the topping real quick. Actually, we'll just go over it this way. I see a lot of people are going over it like this now. For Rebel, it's gonna be full on searing raspberry. We do have the biscuit on, and then we're focusing on the cooldown. We're focusing on attack as well. With the attack, we're actually going to have the whistle buff on Rebel, and I'm really waiting for Rebel Cookie's Soulstone to come into the mileage so that I can actually promote him and do a little bit more damage. But we do have cooldown around 15.2% to 15.4 is what was recommended by my guild members. And yeah, we're using full raspberry for Rebel with the whistle buff. Next one is going to be Matcha. Matcha doesn't necessarily have a super recommended, but you guys can just literally go with the same as what Black Raisin would normally go with. So I have around 28 to 29% is what I have. We have extra crit, extra damage resist on Matcha with the biscuit as well here. So that is what we're going with, extra crit. And then Royal Margarine. Royal Margarine is using our full Swift chocolate here as well here, guys. And with Royal Margarine, we don't have any attack speed. Cooldown, it's about 28.8 to 29% with the substat bonus. So you can see right now with my biscuit, I have exactly 29% is what was recommended. So I'm going with that. We got some extra crit as well, extra attack to do some more damage. And then with that Rockstar is using full on Juicy Apple Jelly. Cooldown is around 5 to 8%. So I have around 5.6%, or I have 6.6% with the biscuit bonus. And then crit, if you could get it up to 57% or higher is what was recommended. And then of course a bit of damage resist as well, depends on your stat with the Ascension as well. And then our Prune Juice is going to be very important, but very simple as well, I guess, to the point. Cooldown 32% or higher. Of course, that's going to be with the biscuit as well. No attack speed is recommended. And then whistle buff has to be on Prune Juice. I think that was the hardest thing with for me, where I have to get Prune Juice and Rebel instead of Prune Juice and Black Raisin. And then of course extra attack is going to definitely help in increasing Prune Juice's damage. And then with that is pretty much it, guys. Again, the whistle is on Prune Juice as well as Rebel. But here we go, guys. Let me just go into the guild boss battle and show you guys the damage that Matcha is able to do. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna put it at 1x speed because the beginning is very important. We're just gonna queue up Rebel here, and then we're gonna spam the rest pretty much in the beginning. So Rebel is gonna go, and then we're gonna spam the rest here. And then as the skills come up, we're going to go and kind of use them here. So we're going to use that. So Prune Juice, we're going to queue Rebel. Rebel is going to use Skill. We're going to queue Royal Margarine. We're going to queue Matcha. And then at 47, we're going to use Rockstar. And then pretty much after that, we're going to be spamming. So pretty much everything else, we're going to spam. Rebel, very close to dying. I'm really wanting that extra promotion on Rebel here. But rest of them, after that 47 mark, in my opinion, you know, you can pretty much spam everything and you will, you know, most likely, and in all of my experience, except this one, most of the time you will survive. All right. You know, my Rebel is still struggling here a little bit with the timing and everything, but we should be able to do about 1 billion damage. So again, you know, this is not the best build or anything like that. See, around 1 billion damage. And of course, our Rebel does need a bit more damage resist. I think I'm going to have to wait until I get some more toppings with damage resist, cooldown, and attack as well. But you guys can see about 1 billion damage coming out from the team, which is, again, less than the one that we have for meta. But this is geared towards, right, players who are not able to build Black Raisin and have the ability to still build a team and want to contribute, but, you know, just want to use someone like Matcha right now. So the triple poison is working. It is possible. Is it great? No, not great. Is it good? Yes, it's good. And it's definitely something that you guys can utilize until you're able to go towards Black Raisin's Magic Candy plus level 30, because that's when you're going to maximize it, right? So I think, you know, right now, a good replacement for Black Raisin, and also a potential cookie that is going to be used for the later raids as well. Because again, the beast raids that are going to be coming out are going to have elements incorporated. So someone like Prune Juice, Royal Margarine, Matcha are going to be great poison cookies that you're going to be able to use for the beast battles, for the beast raids. Licorice is also another one. Affogato is another one. So right now, you know, this is going to be the team that you guys can try out and use in order to, you know, fill up that spot of missing Black Raisin, especially for all the players, again, who are missing Black Raisin because of the Magic Candy. Magic Candies are, you know, hard to make, and some people are focusing on Financier right now. Some people are focusing on Captain Caviar. Someone's focusing on Parfait. That means that you're not going to be able to build every single one of them all at once, right? So if your guild boss battle team is lacking, I guess this is a team that you guys can try out. Recommend you to put a little bit more damage resist on our Rebel, so that Rebel does survive. I might have to try this out again. But for me right here, this one, it seems like we're good to go here. So that is going to be not a problem. But anyways, guys, again, a team that you guys can try out, Rebel. Make sure Rebel does survive. Test it out. Do the testing before you guys go. But a good replacement for the current meta, I guess, in case you guys are not able to build the meta team. Matcha is a good replacement for, again, Black Raisin in this case. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about Matcha, and I will catch you guys all on the next one.